Hi guys, hi, how are you guys doing? My name is Joy Lokarimi and I'm excited to be back. Well, I have tried to be back. Well, I have tried to be back. I'm trying to stay. It's a grace I'm praying for because it's not very easy with a busy schedule. So now that I'm here, I want to have a conversation with you about my life. Okay, my conversations with God as always. But this time, it is something interesting. So for the past 3 weeks, I've been having an interesting season. And in the season, I've been having conversations with God. And it reminded me of a different conversation I was having back in 2023 or 2022. I think I shared that video. It should be somewhere here on the YouTube. Shepherded. I think that's the title. So when at that time I was talking about how God is a shepherd and how beautiful it is to walk a journey with God that has taken care of your needs. Literally, you will know no wants. Let me tell you mine. It has now unfolded and now I'm needing to understand what it means for God to be a shepherd. Now, fast forward, it's 2025 and I am having an interesting 3 weeks. And I'm having conversations with God and I'm asking in Nyeri, how is this supposed to work out? Not that I have answers yet, but amidst all the questions, I went back to that part of the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. It's a pretty good verse, but if you don't know the work of a shepherd and you've never really been taking care of sheep, it's not the easiest thing to comprehend. And I think it was easy for David because he was a shepherd. So for him to say, the Lord is my shepherd, he knew a thing or two about what shepherds do. And so when God was reminding me that I am literally your shepherd, I was like, Kwani, you think I don't know? Don't judge me, guys. That's how I converse with God. I was like, God, of course I know you're my shepherd. That's your word. So obviously I know you're my shepherd. But then he was like, if you really know, then why are you not acting like it? And I was like, how is someone supposed to act like when they know things, Okay, I get there. If you are living by faith, you actually walk it and you are a faith-filled person. So if God is your shepherd, you walk as if you know no one. But let me tell you, the ground is hard, eh? It's not just for everyone. And so in my interesting season, I just kept going back to God with so many things. I'm just like, God, fix this, God, fix this, God, come on, God, give me an answer. Tell me, what do you think I should do here? What must I do here? What must I change? Because none of these things is making sense to me. Well, he didn't answer me, but we did get to the part of the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. And I want to explain. I know there are so many scriptures and so many expositions on what it means for the Lord to be a shepherd, but I'm going to take the angle that God brought to me. This is what I heard him say, that if I am shepherd, be sheep. I tell you that it was like a slap. It was like, because when you say someone is your mother, then it means you are a daughter. It means you need to take up the tasks of being a daughter. You need to act like one. And so when God is saying, I am your shepherd, then it means you need to be sheep. And I was just looking at him like, so you're telling me to be a fool? And was like, well, kinda. That's what I'm saying. You're too smart to be a sheep. No, you know too much to be sheep. You have so much experience to be sheep. You just want to go ahead and do life however it's feeling comfortable, and that's not how it's supposed to be. And I was just thinking about that statement, and nearly I realized I've not been sheep. He's been shepherd because he does not change. He has been constantly there. And the work of a shepherd is to make sure I am fed and I'm safe. I am fed and I'm safe. So no matter what it takes, the shepherd will ensure that no harm is coming to me and I'm always fed. So he has made sure that is my truth. Every morning, sometimes we are moving, because I want you to think about a shepherd and a sheep. When the sheep remains in the same place for too long, grass itaisha. So it is the responsibility of a shepherd to call shots and be like, you know what, move on, let's go. Because pasture imeisha, or let's go to the next place, or it's raining now, or it's there's drought here. So it's the responsibility of the shepherd to know when to make the next move. So as your sheep, it just exists there, eat, sleep, wake up, repeat. Eat, sleep, wake up, repeat. And so I was just thinking about it, and so much was coming to my mind, because when God is saying, blessed are they that are like little children, I think it's also similar to being a sheep. You don't have any expectations. You just know someone is taking care of me, so it's gonna be okay. Someone knows where I'm going, so I'm gonna be okay. I'm really just going to be okay. I just need to make sure I am where the shepherd is. But before I get there, let's just go back to the place where I'm sheep and I'm not acting the part. So the shepherd is calling on me, come, let's go this way. The shepherd is providing food. Here is food, eat it. It is also not the responsibility of the shepherd to make me eat. He feeds me, but then I have to eat, He leads me, but then I have to follow. So I have to understand the voice of the shepherd and respond when he's calling. And so when I was in this situation that has been quite interesting, I just kept asking God, what do you want me to do? And he was like, I'm glad you came to me, because this means you're ready now to be sheep. You're ready for me to tell you what to do. Well, I didn't like what he told me to do. I think a lot. That's my problem. I use my mind a lot. And isn't it interesting that the gifts that God has given us can become the very hindrances to what he wants to do in our lives? That's where I'm at. I think a lot. It's very difficult for me to be sheep, because sheep they literally watafuata ule mwenye ako mbele, wanafuata wote, wanaingia kwa maji. They're not like goats, they sort of think or something. Sheep just go with the flow. That is a very tough order, a very tough and tall order for me. Just going with the flow and just being like, you know what, if God said this is green pasture, then I'll just sit here and eat. I'll not worry. I'll not worry if it's green enough. He said it's food, I eat. Do you know what I mean? You see, it's like ukiwa mtoto, when you were young and your mom fed you with breast milk. And then when you're older, they start introducing food. But then this food is foreign to you. And so you're just wondering, should I eat it or not? Because this is not something I'm used to. So the question is, should I be eating or should I not be eating? But then the mother knows you need this food to be stronger. You need this. You need the next level of your life needs to unfold. So you must eat something that's different from this. And I think that's where the catch is. As sheep, you cannot go with your mind to judge what God has provided as food. If it's manna today, amazing. But if tomorrow you have to dig and till the land so that there might be food, then that's food for the day, So this is what God was calling me out on, that I need to just be sheep. And acting like sheep is not for the faint-hearted. It's trusting that whatever the Father has placed on the table is good for food. That whatever he provides is good for food. And it's receiving it with thanksgiving, literally, and being like, oh Father, kama umesema hii chakula ni tamu, I'll eat it and I'll enjoy it. That is literally what it is meaning for God to be shepherd and for me to be sheep. It is really a very tall order, at least for me. I don't know for you. And so that's the first thing. When he provides, you don't question ati kwani the grass is not very green. Me, I wanted the green grass. He's like, this is food and this is what you need. So you eat and become strong, because the journey is long. The thing he was telling Elijah. But then that was step one. Step two was I was becoming quite suspicious about something. It's not suspicion out of, the one for I can discern something's wrong. No, it's not one of those. It's those ones for really though, really. So I went to God about it. But then this is one of the things that is helping me a lot. I just keep going to God, because the moment you stop inquiring of the Lord, that's when your heart posture changes. So I went to God about it again, and I was like, God, The grass is too green. And God was like, what do you mean? And I was just like, the grass is too green. And this is the picture I was having in mind as I was having this conversation with God. I was feeling like you're headed somewhere and you can see green, very healthy green grass. But then the rest of the places are not very green. And as you're going towards that place, as you put your feet in, you realize it's swampy. And so you start sinking because you're pursuing the green grass. That is how I was feeling about the situation. And like, it is suspiciously green. There must be a catch to this. It's probably swampy in there. And then the Lord said to me again, if I am shepherd, then be sheep. That means before I told you to go eat the grass, I knew how steep or deep it would be. So I know that it is good for you, and I am allowing it for this moment. Now, probably it is swampy, but probably I allowed it to rain a bit too much because I wanted it to be greener longer. But why do I have to explain everything though? Am I not your shepherd? Why do I have to explain every literal move that we make? When we were headed towards a certain direction and I took a different one, why do I have to explain every move? Can't you just trust that if I am your shepherd and you know that I'm a good father, can't you just trust that I'm rerouting you because the path I want you to take is way better than the one you are taking? Why can't you just trust that in the case of a shepherd and a sheep, I am the human being, so I have the brain. So why can't you trust that I'm using my brains and so I know what I'm doing? So if it's feeling a bit swampy, how about you trust that you're not going to get stuck? How about you trust that this route is a lot better than the other one you would have chosen? And it's fine if you're going to get muddy. Guess who's pulling you out if you get stuck? So really, why are you trying to compete with me? I am the brains. You're just sheep. If I can lead and you follow, then we won't be having most of these conversations. If you trust me and you hear my voice, then you'll know when I say stop. If you trust me and you know my voice, you'll know I said stop. Then you'll stop. Well, let me tell you, Maina, it is easy to say it, but kwa ground, it is not. I have cried many tears just to back this story, not a story, but this point. Just to back it up, I've really wondered and questioned. If I'm a shepherd, yours is to be sheep. So I really don't know what you guys, one of you, maybe all of you, or just someone, or maybe you're just me. Maybe it's just even for me. I really don't know what you are trying to fight with God about. I don't know what is that thing that is really hard for you to trust God fully on because you're using your brain. It won't work. If you're going to trust the shepherd, it won't work. It will not work. Because some days he'll just ask you, we are sleeping outside. And you're like, wait, why are we sleeping outside? But that's the problem of being a human sheep. You have a brain too, so. But with the Lord, He does not want you to be a robot. He does not want you to be a sheep that cannot think. He's just asking you to be in the sheepfold. Just stay within the fold. There's a song that says, I will keep my eyes stayed on Him. Just keep your eyes stayed on Him. I'm looking to you. You move, I move. You blink, oh, we are blinking. It is not to say that you won't have a mind of your own or you won't use it. If anything, your advantage as a human being, as a sheep, as a human sheep, is that brain. Because if you would allow Him to be shepherd, then your mind becomes His mind. And so whatever He thinks, you're thinking. So As he's moving, you're moving because you're thinking like him. You're not just sheep, like the actual animal. You are sheep with a brain. So he moves, you have moved. So you will always know. There will always be a leaping. This is for you and it is for me. There will always be a witness within you. If you hear my voice and you trust me to be a shepherd, there will always be a witness within you that it's okay. It's gonna be okay. It's really gonna be okay. As I'm sharing this, it's not just for you guys genuinely. It's also healing for me to know that I am shepherded. It's still the same. He's still my father. He's still working with me. He's still shepherding me in different ways. But he's calling me higher so that it's not just he is playing shepherd. I am also being sheep, following. You lead, I'll follow you to the ends of the world. I will come after you. And if I don't, I know he's always gonna come after me anyway. So this is a ride or die relationship. So this is encouragement for you. I don't know what decisions you need to make, and I don't know what situations you're in that really don't make sense. But the Lord is my shepherd. I will know no want. Yani sitajua tamanio lolote. Sitakuwa na haja yoyote. I will not know any wants, is what I mean. You will always be surplusly provided for. There will always be counsel. There will always be help. There will always be instruction. There will always be food, protection. You will constantly be there. The catch is you have to be sheep. So guys, have I solved my issues? No, 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 not at all. Still gonna have some moments of asking, okay, are we really sure, God? You know the part where I am a sheep with a brain? Yep, still going to happen. But at the end of this video, I hope you and I get to know this one thing. But as long as I can keep my eyes stayed on him, all I gotta do is be sheep. He's not even asking for much. Sometimes I think children have it easy. What do you guys think? I think they have it easy. They literally just wake up and exist, knowing very well that someone's gonna take care of them. I think that's where I'm at. I just want to go back to be a child and be like, you know what, God? You brought me here. Figure it out. I am tired. I need to sleep. I need to breathe. I need a break. Something, you know. But yeah, that's it, guys. So look forward to a lot more. And I think the thing you should be looking forward to the most is the next hangout. We're gonna have a hangout coming up in May. Are you excited? Me, I'm very excited. We're gonna be in suits and ties because we are best babes. So okay, the guys, I would want to invite you, but not for this one. Maybe the next one. But the ladies, please plug in. You can reach me out on the comment section, or more details will be in the description box. But for now, go be sheep. Bye.